You, I was to the point of just like, okay, whatever.
At this point, nothing he says can be taken seriously.
Yeah, pretty much. But you were gonna get on about Storm Sync?
Oh yeah, uh, the, the Wall 200 brought this up to me last night. Storm Saga, he went to his the Orlando Expo, Comic Expo, and he posted on his Facebook that he failed at it. And the ironic thing here is he's blaming DC Comics and Marvel because nobody went to his booth to check out his comic, to buy comics for him, to get his autograph. Seriously. I mean, he claimed that well, according to the Wall 200, he spent $1,000 to set up the. I don't know. I don't know anything about these exposés at all. I'm new to them. I don't know much information about them. Period. But he said he spent $1,000. I assume it was to have the comic book displays created, the booth, everything. You know, he had it all set up, and he said as soon as he got home, I don't know if it was immediate, but he posted on Facebook saying, he hates to admit this, but he failed at it, and he figures that Marvel and DC are to blame for it because everybody went to those expos, those panels, and checked them out, and nobody went to him. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I posted on his expose video saying, and let me see if I'll try to pull it up.
Well, he wants the fucking truth. His comic is crap. That's the fucking truth. It's fucking crap. I mean, I saw what that dude with the beer's review of it. He was pretty. I mean, the writing is terrible. It's badly written. He has no clue how to do storytelling at all. He really fucked up so bad on this. He can't write. You there, man? Tomorrow?
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you while I'm trying to.
I mean, the guy just cannot write. I was watching that dude with the beer. I was just listening to his. I'm going, what the hell, Storm Sync, dude? You cannot write, man. Write. He doesn't know how to write a good story. That's the problem.
Well, if Storm Sync actually writes the comics himself, if he does script them, then you've heard it from him himself that he admits on camera, yeah, I'm not a great writer. I tell great stories.
No, there's a difference between great storytelling and crappy storytelling. There's a difference between mediocre and I'll be nice to say it's mediocre. I'll be nice enough to give him that, but he can't write. It's that simple. The guy has he doesn't know who he's going for. He doesn't know his target audience too. That's another problem with this comic. Who's the target audience? Storm Sync. I mean, what is it for? Medieval fans, action fans, 10-year-old girls who love Twilight, because you're not making anything clear in your comics, dude. You're just throwing shit out there and saying, oh, see, look how cool this is. Now look how cool this is. Now look how cool this is. It's like, dude, seriously, Storm Sync, you need to make it interesting. You have to write a consistently good story, and nothing here works. Which,
And another thing that the Wall 200 mentioned to me was that Storm Sync actually, at one point on Facebook, after the expo, said that he was going to stop making the comic book. Then he changed his mind and said he's going to still do it.
He needs to learn to write. That's the simple truth.
He needs to learn to do things for himself. I mean, look at his past history. He had a crappy website which his wife made for him, and he makes a "Are You Happy Now" video bitching about that, saying, you people are telling me to put videos on YouTube and you won't go to my website. If anyone had a right to be pissed off, his wife had a right to be pissed off because she actually created the website. She should have been pissed. No, he is. And then with his comic book, which for the record, Andrew does most of the work himself. He draws it, he colors it, he inks it. I mean, as far as I assume, the only thing that Stormsync does is the writing for the comic book and the cover. That's it.
I'm not sure how much longer. I'm stunned his wife is still with him. I'm gonna be real honest. That his wife is still with him, I'm surprised.
I'm pulling up his video. I'm gonna scroll down to the comment that I wrote. Because I wrote this to him last night.
Was this the Orlando Comic Expo?
Yeah, the Orlando Comic Expo. I've got the page pulled up right here. And the ironic thing, in the video he did, he's got the Sam Raimi Spider-Man theme. Yet he's gone on in the past to say he hates the Raimi trilogy with Spider-Man. Yet he'll use the main theme from Spider-Man. Let's see. I said to him, Stormsync, and this is my exact words on here, Stormsync, blaming DC Comics and Marvel just because nobody gave you the time or day is a very weak argument. They have both been around since the 1930s, publishing popular comic book series. You, on the other hand, have only had this comic out for a few months. So what on earth could have made you think that people would be lined up at an expo to check out your comic? My advice to you is to cut your losses before you lose even more money, Robert.
Or his wife, which is I'm fully aware.
Yeah.
Which I think will happen.
Yeah, because I mean, I told him that I wasn't trying to be rude. I was telling the blunt, honest truth. I don't know what life is like in Orlando. I mean, not Orlando, in Florida for him. I know he doesn't live in Orlando. He lives in another city in Florida. But you blow $1,000. That's a big deal. Okay, you should only go into something if you have a target audience. If you have people invested in the comic book. Not, because I watched a video done by his friend, and you're going to laugh your ass off when you hear this. This is too funny. They are planning on doing a video game based on the comic.
Oh my god, that's retarded.
Yeah, I face-palmed when I heard that. Yeah, exactly. You got a crappy comic, you've got merchandise for it, and they're going to plan a video game. What is the layout for the game? Is it going to be a beat 'em up game? Is it going to be a RPG? Is it going to be an action strategy game? What? Because, I mean, what could they possibly do that would be fun for a video game? Would it be Flash-based, like online only? Like you got on Facebook, a Flash-based game. Because this is exactly what I've been saying, that he's not doing it for a labor of love. He's doing it to make a quick buck. He tried the critic thing. He failed. Since the website didn't take off, he quit on that. The comic book thing here, it's like he's trying to look for a route to go as a backup to sort of say, well, if I succeed in this, then I can leave Walmart. And I told him in a PM because after I wrote that comment on his expose video, he ended up sending me a personal message earlier today. I was at work when it happened, so when I checked my email when I got home, I noticed I got a personal message and it was dated for like I think 10:30 in the morning, and he's telling me, I'm sick of you insulting me, so I'm just gonna block you and move on.
Well, this is the thing right here. He fucked up badly on. First, he did not know how to promote this. If he had been smart, he would have sent 200 free copies to his subscribers. Got 200 copies and sent each one of them free. Which I hear, I have to pay money for those copies. I'm not sure I buy that bullshit. I think that's just him bullshitting because he still owns the rights to it. I believe he still has some say if he can get some of those free. And if it's for promotion, it would have made sense. He could have given 200 free to some of his subscribers. And said,
I think what he's saying is that it would cost him money to have it printed out and shipped out.
I don't buy that bullshit. With Stormsync, I just don't buy that. I think that's bullshit. And if he was smart, he would go to someone like Link Har, ask them to review it. Don't do it. I would even say, let me know what you think first. If you don't like it, just let me know. And then I'm not going to bother releasing it. Let someone like Linkarda, from that guy with the glasses group, him review it if he has time.
Yeah.
And then, if he likes it, then go ahead and see if he'll do a review for that. Or let one of the big name reviewers review it. Try to get one of the big name reviewers to review it first for free. Do a quick, let them review it and use your promotion through that way. But he didn't do that. He failed. He let his fucking brother review it, which was a huge mistake.
Oh yeah, I mean, nothing personal against Matt here, but how long was his video? What, 2 minutes long? 3 minutes long? The only thing he was saying in the video was, "This comic is awesome." Doing I think gang signs, hand motions, whatever. Saying it's great. He's not saying what he likes about it, and it's pretty sad when you have to have your brother review a comic for you. I mean, look at the people he's had review it. Filmmaster Adam, his brother, other people in his inner circle. I mean, for him, he's not brave enough. He doesn't have the balls to, put it out there and say, to someone that he doesn't even know, here's my comic book, would you review it for me? No, he wants people that he knows will say, yeah, it's great, it's good. He doesn't want the truth.
Well, here's the thing. I can't review his comic. I won't review his comic because first, I'm not gonna pay the fucking give that fat fuck any money. I'm not gonna give him any money. And second, it would be too. I would myself. I'll admit, I would probably be unfair to his comic. I would be literally just unfair, and I would trash it. And I just don't want to do that. I rather let someone who has an open mind, who doesn't know all the crap Stormsync pulls, let him review it and do it be the fair way. Because, like I said, I'd be too biased against it, and I know there'd be people who are way too for it. And just like his friends who are all for it, saying, "Oh, it's a good blah blah blah, yeah, it's great." It's like, no, it's one side. You have to have someone who's not bipartisan. You have someone who a straight guy who just reviews comics and it's not and is afraid to tell the truth of it's good or not be one side bullshit. And I know if I reviewed it, I would be too one sided attacking it.
Yeah. And I haven't even read it. The closest I even came to it would be that dude with the beard's review of it, where he had scans of it. He read out the dialogue, described it, and even from the description, I'm thinking how long did it take Stormsync to think up this idea? Because there's some